Veronica the Lioness. Na kama kawaida, I am the host of Lioness Say So. This is the brand new season 5, manze. I am telling you, I told you guys that we are coming bigger and better, and today I have a very gorgeous guest. Wow, guys, I'm sure you're so anxious to know her. Sweetheart, please introduce yourself.
My name's Francesca Maria De Masi.
Wow,
Yeah.
Karibu sana Francesca. Do you mind if I call you Frankie?
Oh yeah, by the way, ndio nickname yangu.
Ndio nickname yako?
Yeah.
Wonderful. So tell us, your names. Hizo si jina za Kenya bwana. So, I mean, where are you really from? Like, I can see like you're mixed race. Could you just explain to us a little bit about your ethnicity?
I am Italian.
Mm-hmm.
I am also Kamba.
Uh-huh.
And I'm Kikuyu.
Italian, Kamba, and Kikuyu, guys. And I thought I had a mixture. Woo! Karibu sana to Lioness Say So. We are so happy to have you here. Now, tell us, what do you do with yourself at the moment, Frankie?
By the way, mkitaka kunifollow mnanifollow tu kwa Facebook kama venye nimesema, Francesca Maria De Masi. Mimi ni youth leader wa African Union.
Youth leader of African Union. Okay, tell us a bit about that.
Basically, project ilianza 2012 na ilikuwa on regards to the 50th Jubilee law, which is in the Bible. If I have just to say a little bit for people to understand, it's Leviticus 25, and it talks about the law of the Jubilee. So that's how we started the project, and we're just giving an awareness of what's really happening underground.
Okay, I'm a bit lost there. Could you mind explain further? What do you mean, what is really happening underground? What's happening underground? Because I have no idea.
Well, tulikuwa na 50th Jubilee in 2013 in Kenya, as you know. Sasa, 2023 tutakuwa na Diamond Jubilee.
Okay.
60 years on regards to independence of the African Union, which started in 1963.
Independence of the African Union. So you're like a civil rights activist, or what are you? Yeah. Okay. So tell us, we're gonna take you a little bit back on your life, yeah. Tell us about your upbringing. Tell us about that.
By the way, mimi nimesomea Kenya.
Okay.
Primary Seko.
Okay.
So when I finished Form 4, nilienda sasa nikaenda to England where my dad was.
Okay.
So nimefanya psychology and sociology.
Wow.
And that's what I was doing about mental health. I've done that as well.
Okay.
So from there, that's when I started this cause, which is the Jubilee, but it started with the Jamaicans and the Queen's Diamond Jubilee, which happened in England in 2013. For people's information, they can just Google and have the information of where it all started.
Okay.
It all started in England.
It all started in England.
Yeah.
So briefly tell us about your life in Kenya. If you can just tell us how you grew up, and just how it is to grow up as a mixed person, among, black people, it can't be as normal as somebody like me, me, I'm fully black. Yes, I'm black. Yes. Hakuna damu ya uzungu hapa bwana, nakwambia. Yeah, so tell us about how was it growing up being a mixed person, in a place where there's just black people, and you're like this person who stands out, you distinctively stand out. Just tell me about that.
So mimi ni mzaliwa wa huku. So lakini nimeenda boarding when I was 9 years old.
Okay.
Na nilienda Gilgil.
Okay, Gilgil.
Yes,
okay.
Nimesomea Gilgil. Jina ya shule yangu ilikuwa inaitangwa Graduate Advanced Academy.
Okay.
So since I was 9 years old, I've been in a boarding school.
Wow.
Yeah. So nililearn to survive, kivyangu, because I think it was about just being yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I've always been myself. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. So basically what you're trying to say is that you adjusted and you just like blended in with the black people, the fully black people, like us.
Yes.
Yeah, kabisa nakusikia kabisa. So sasa tueleze so ukiwa shule kuna venye ulikuanga hiyo kitu ya kukua like a civil rights activist? Were you like in certain clubs in school that maybe you can discover you have that gift of, you know, this African stuff and liberation and, you know, all that?
By the way, what I noticed, nilikuwa napenda history sana.
Okay.
I used to like history. So even though I didn't realize like itanipeleka mpaka niende England nianze kufanya hizi vitu, sikufikiria sana, but nili notice I used to really like the subject.
You used to like the subject?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's good. That's good. You know, I always think that there's always a foundation to something, you know, like an interest to something. But what I know basically that you're doing a good job, and you know, I see your stuff a lot on social media, so I really applaud you for that. Now let us now jump ahead. So your dad is white and your mom is the one who's black, or vice versa?
I think it's a good question. Now I can explain how I am this Kamba, Italian and Kikuyu.
Okay.
So basically my dad is half Kikuyu, and my granddad is Italian.
Okay.
That's from my dad's side.
Okay.
So my dad is mixed race.
Okay.
And now my dad had a child with a Kamba woman. So
Okay.
that's my mom. She is Kamba.
Okay.
So that's how I come. Mom ni Mkamba, alafu buda sasa si ndio mixed race.
Pointy.
Pointy sasa
Hey!
Italiano.
Wonderful. So uki grow up kwa hizo culture zote, of course, see which one did you prefer growing up as? I mean, which identity did you prefer taking? Did you prefer taking your dad's identity of being a 0.5, or did you prefer taking your mom's identity of being a Kamba? Because you know, like maybe did you try to fit in both, or did you pick one side? Because definitely you don't look like a Kamba. Just kusema kweli.
Lakini this is what happened, to be honest. Mimi nikiwanga Kenya, I used to see it like juu nimezaliwa Nairobi. So obviously if they're talking Kikuyu ama wanaongea Kikamba, sasa nikiwa mdogo wanadhania mimi sijui Kenya wanasema, but it seems like I used to hear, nitasikia Kikamba wakiongea, nitasikia Kikuyu wakiongea, but I can't speak. Sa lugha ya naisi ni Kiswahili, so that's how they used to talk to me. But now I went and came back, now they're realizing that I understand, but when I talk ndio inakaa nikana twang.
Okay.
Yeah.
I get it. So you can speak Kamba?
Yeah.
We mosel?
Ni mosel muna.
That's beautiful. You know me, I'm half Kamba, so of course I grew up with the Kamba thing in me. My mom made sure that she installed the Kamba thing in us, but all is good. So now let us talk about your life in the UK. Let's start from that. Tell us about your life in the UK, how it started, how was it readjusting now, where you've gone to a country whereby now there are more white people. That's a different culture from the one you're used to in Kenya, and now tell us about that.
When I went there, that's when I started knowing myself. Because when I went there, for me, I was more like a mixed race. They used to call me mixed race. But back in Kenya, ilikuwanga zile ulikuwa unaitangwa half caste. So unaona sasa, lakini huko ilikuwa like mixed race. Sasa kutoka hapo nimejijua, nimeji-identify, I'm half white and I'm half black. So I can understand both worlds. I can understand the black side, because I was brought up by my mom when I was growing up. Now I'm going to the other side where my dad is in England, so I'm starting to understand how the white mentality works, which was really good because I got to know what I loved and what I was doing with my life. That's how I found myself doing psychology and sociology.
Oh, okay. So tell us about now the readjustment to the white society. Did you struggle with things like racism, things like you said you didn't, you identified yourself, but did you struggle with things like racism? Did you struggle with other things that probably could have brought homesickness, like you'd be homesick and stuff like that?
For me, adjusting in that country was a little bit For me, it was a little bit easy, I would say that, because I could speak English. So speaking English mean I could understand what they were saying and they could understand what I was saying. When I went there, I was in a hostel in Westminster. I was going to college. I was doing what I had. I had a social worker. So basically, everything was just put in place for me to do what I wanted to do.
Okay. So now you look like you most probably just adopted and you just settled in. Okay. So now walk us through now your college life.
Now, the struggle started when I was in college for me because I was doing psychology and sociology. So in class, they were giving us essays, things to do. So sometimes there was like one time we had to do about like women, and we had to explain why African women have a lot of babies. For me, I thought it was a positive thing, so I was on the side of saying it's not bad, but other people were saying it was bad. I gave an example and I said to the teacher, like, my grandmom had like 9 kids and they're all healthy. Is it bad for African women to have babies like that? So my teacher always thought I was always extreme when she always gave us questions and she was like, what is your opinion on regards to something like this? And I would say that. So for me, every time we had those kind of conversation on regards to Africa, I was more passionate about Africa and I would stand out and I would say, I don't think beating your children is bad. There was another question you asked, like beating the children. I was like, it's not bad. Africa, they do it, but it's not like they have to take it to the extreme. So from there, that's when my passion for Africa was too loud in the class. For example, when they say African culture, they say you need to, know your roots. You need to stick to, the basic things like what your mom taught you. Like, you can be punished, but not to certain extremes. So that's how it was. So I think my teacher didn't really understand my point of view, where I was coming from, and things that I was talking at that point.
Okay, so what happened? Did she kick you out of her
Oh
class?
yes, she did.
Oh, you were kicked
Oh
out.
yes, she did.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
that's a bit.
Yes,
extreme.
that's when it started about the. I could see she was being racist. That's how I saw it. That was the first time that I encountered racism in a class. I didn't understand why there was so much racist just because she's asking me a question. I just had an opinion on black people because, as being half black, I don't see the extreme to the way they see it, I guess.
Okay. So now, what did you do next? Once you were kicked out of your class, what was the next move you did?
Oh, so basically, I was just, because I did mental health, so I was put in a position where I was surrounded by the teacher and the system, so I was in that field, which for me was really good because I had just done it on a theory basis, so I was in it, so it was on a practical basis.
Okay, so now after you were kicked out of college, what was next? What else did you do now? What was next for you? Because of course there has to be like another. What was next? I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Did you get in trouble with your parents or did you like?
I got in trouble with the system, I would say. That's why I'm saying after
the country.
That, yes, after that I was put in a scene where mental health was going on, but on a physical level, not on a theory level. Remember when I was in school, I was doing psychology and sociology. I was just learning about these things. So they had to put me in a scene where it's going on. So I was assessing the whole situation myself, which kind of helped me and helped the people that are around me.
Okay. So, now after you were kicked out of school, after now that happened, so just walk us through like how many years now did you stay in England after that?
So after that, because I was doing this in 2012, I was in Leicester College, and after 2012 I had to move back to London, which I did move back to London. I had a little bit of altercation with the system, so they had to put me in an environment where I was seen being around the mental health system.
You mean you were locked up in an asylum?
No.
Okay.
Not in that situation.
Whoa!
Not being locked up.
Okay, did they put you like in an asylum? Let's start from that. Or like a mental health institute or something?
What I would say is I was just around. The system put me around in a mental health system where I was just learning it, but on a physical level.
Okay.
Because I done it in class, remember? That was just the theories and everything. So I was experiencing these things.
Okay. Now, after experiencing these things, what else did you do next?
After that, it was time for me to come out from the system because, you know, the social workers were not happy with me. No one was happy. No one was supporting me. So I had to come out from the country.
So, was it voluntary or involuntary?
No, basically, what they did, they took me out from the country, but there was an ongoing thing going on in England, which was about the Brexit. For me, I'm a European citizen. I'm an Italian citizen, so they didn't have no right to do that because my dad is British.
Yeah.
But it was 10 years me being there, so I was entitled to have a British passport.
Yeah.
But the Home Office took the matters in their hands, and basically they had to take me to Italy because, you know, that's where I belong.
So they deported you to Italy.
Yeah.
Wow. That's new, man. I never even knew. I probably would have thought that they would have brought you back to Kenya, but okay. So what happened now? Okay, after you were deported now to Italy, now tell us how was your life there now?
Now, after going to Italy, I just went there because I've never been to Italy. As you know, I was born in Kenya.
Yeah.
And then to my granddad, you know, I had got my Italian passport. I went to visit my dad in England. I found myself in trouble with the system. They don't want me. They've deported me. Brexit is still ongoing. So I go to Italy to try and learn the language.
Wow. Okay. How did that work out for you?
To be honest, not really that good because I was so into English and I was so into Swahili. For me, Italian was very foreign in my mind because I didn't travel there.
Okay. So how long were you in Italy for?
1 year.
1 year.
Yeah.
But the food there is amazing.
Oh,
Come
yes.
on. The food is amazing.
And the weather.
And the weather. Yeah.
The culture as well.
The culture.
Yeah.
So you didn't think about bagging yourself a husband and just trying to adopt to the Italian, you know, lifestyle or?
I think for me, I had homesick. You know, after the experience in England, I just wanted to come back home.
Yeah.
Kenya, you know, this is where I grew up. You know, this is where I went to school. You know, so for me being in Africa as a passion that I had, it just felt great for me to come back home. At least here in Kenya, I can speak Swahili and they can understand me. Sometimes with the Italians, they'll be talking. I'll be looking at them. What are you saying? I don't really understand. They're like, Francesca, you don't understand. No, I don't.
I get it. So now you stayed there for 1 year. Did you work when you were in Italy or what were you doing?
Oh, by that time I was just having Italian classes.
Italian classes.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord. That didn't work out. So you came back to Kenya. Now tell us about now you coming back home. How was that? What was the first thing that came to your mind when you landed at JKIA and you were like, what?
Mi nilikuwa tu nimebambika.
Umebambika?
Juu nikikam nilimit mademu wengine, tulimit Egypt na mademu wengine wametoka Qatar, wengine wametoka saa tu kuongea tu Kiswahili tu hivyo. Zimenibamba. Yaani nasikia tu niko poa tu nikiwa tu na wase wa Kenya because nilikuwa tu nimemiss Kenya tu sana.
Yeah, Kenya missed you too, I'm sure. They needed a splash of Italian, British, everything, you know. Yeah, so anyway, welcome back home, by the way, you know. We are very happy that, you know, you've taken a chance. We know you have a very busy schedule doing your thing, but we thank you for just taking your time to come here. So now tell us, how is it now that you're in Kenya? How is now life going on for you right now?
To be honest, sai nasikia ni kama niko holiday.
You're in holiday.
Lakini holiday bado sijamaliza.
Bwana, so uko na pesa mama. You have money. Hey. Me and the crew back here. Me and the crew.
Come to na Brexit tutagawana.
Yeah, that's so how so now you just feel like you're on holiday, you feel relaxed. You look relaxed actually.
By the way,
Yeah, you look relaxed and I feel like it's like you've come back, like a different person, and I'm sure right now looking in the Kenyan society, you're looking at you've come back with a brand new perspective or outlook in life. That's a very positive move, and I believe the reason why maybe you got out of England, maybe it's not where you're meant to be. I always say that, because if something is meant to be, it's meant to be. If it's not, probably your mission is here, and where you come to Africa, where stuff like that, probably never get you into that much trouble,
Lakini politics ni kitu mzito.
Yeah, najua kabisa unajua. Yeah, lakini sasa tuambie, what are you currently doing in Kenya apart from your long vacation?
Basically mkitaka kujua kenye nafanya, labda mnipate kwa social media, because I'm doing a lot of my things on social media. And that's on Facebook, venye nimesema ni Francesca, alafu ya katikati ni Maria, na hiyo nyingine ni De Masi. Ukitaka unanipata kwa Twitter, which is FrankieD254. So hiyo nyingine tu mkitaka tu googleini tu mtanipata tu, niko tu.
Yeah.
Hata LinkedIn, by the way. Check me out on LinkedIn, because sababu hiyo ni professional website where you can get me and see what I've been doing since 2012.
Yeah. That's very good. That's good work, because I feel like you have so much to bring to this society in the Kenyan culture, and I feel like you've brought a lot of knowledge from what you've acquired out there, which is a very, very positive thing, And so tell us, do you intend to start any projects for the youth of this country? Do you have any plans for, projects and stuff? Because I feel like there's so much people can learn from you.
For me right now, project yangu sana iko kwa African Union. And that's in Ethiopia, Addis Ababa, because that's where I linked my work when I was in England, so I had to go to the Ethiopian embassy. So my work is in Ethiopia, in the African Union, so that's where I am, that's where I'm really based. The program is being run there, so people can see what I'm doing and my suggestions for the African Union, because the Organization of African Union was started in 1963. So in 2013 it had its golden jubilee, and it's going to have its diamond jubilee in 2023.
So tell us about this diamond jubilee in 2023. What's going to happen then? What happens? Me, I am so clueless. My life revolves around my music. I'm just an entertainer. Just briefly tell us about the what's happening in 2023.
Sasa nitawaleta sasa hii story sasa vizuri tu. So
maybe you can briefly just run us.
Sasa si mnaona niko na Madrid sasa.
Sasa
hizi ni za mauma.
Ni za
hizo za mauma. Yeah. Hizi ni za Uncle Bob. So Kenya mimi nasema 2023 ni Africa Unite.
Africa Unite.
Yes. That's what I'm saying. Because we are going to have this diamond jubilee.
Okay.
So it's time for us not to be colonized, and Africa is still being colonized. Africa is not, it's still under a lot of things that the Western countries are trying to control this country for certain things, but I think it's time now that they should stop doing neo-colonization, because that's what they're doing.
Yeah.
It's time for us to make a fair trade with them.
Yeah.
And it's time for us just to unite, kwa sababu vibe iko. Si vibe iko. Si vibe iko, kwa sababu mimi nasikia ni United States of Africa.
United States of Africa.
Not America.
Oh, wait.
Music imekuja Africa. Kila kitu ni Africa. Sasa tumerise, tumetoka on a different level. Sasa hizi mental chains na hizi vitu zenye wamefanya zitaisha.
Yeah.
Ni hivyo sasa kunaenda, ni kama ile New Jerusalem yenye iko kwa Bible tu, ni hivyo tu, tukaa hiyo tu.
My vibes. Mimi nakwambia leo hadi I can see even my crew right now, they are just nodding their heads. Nakwambia utaliberate wase hapa nakwambia. Sasa mimi nataka kuja Jubilee na hizi break zangu.
Asi tunakaa tu kimaumau, unaziweka tu mosi. Siku hizi tunacheza si madem. Unaziweka tu huko chini, unaekelea tu zingine tu wanakuonanga. Mara ya mwisho tu utazitoa tu utafanya tu hata zangu zilifika Francesca.
Nasikia hapa recruitment. Yo, that's very good. That's very good. You know, today I've learned so much from you. You know, and I'm so like honored and privileged to know all this stuff because I feel like probably I've been kind of like an ignorant person towards such things. But you know, it's good to know such things are happening in the world. You know, not guys, don't be so close-minded. You know, just open your mind up to stuff that is happening in the world. You must say, si kila time mko tu as in, wewe tu unazungukianga tu place moja tu kawaida yenu. Endeleeni tu. Yo,
By the way, nilikuwa nataka kusema kitu kwa sababu Jubilee ilianza na Wajamaica. Wajamaica ndio walikama wakaniambia yo Jubilee inaanza. Boom, yeah?
Yo.
So, yeah, Jamaica in a come 2022 for the Jamaicans out there, because you're gonna see me on Facebook, yeah. Remember, yeah, the Jubilee is still coming to you, and it's the Diamond Jubilee. So big up.
Yo, I nasikia nimetishika manze.
Si wanatujoin, wana repatriate, wana come home, tunawapatia passport sasa. Sasa hao wakikam sasa hao Pan-African diaspora mnakula tu passport. Hata wa America kujeni home. Black people, come on, come back home if you want to.
Yeah. East or West,
home is best.
And Africa is our homeland. We're all united under just one continent, and one continent equals to one country. So we're brothers and sisters despite where you come from and everything. Yeah. So now tell us about now are you married, by the way? I'm just curious about that. Are you married?
To be honest, right now I'm just doing me.
You're doing you?
Yeah.
Like the way I'm doing me. Hey! Woo, single girls club. By the way, so you've never been married before?
No.
You have kids? Bado. Wanna come? Dreams are valid. Bana. Dreams are valid. Yo. I am so happy to have you here. You know, I love to see powerful women. And to me, you are a powerful black woman. That's what I see right now. And it's not easy for black women to be identified as powerful, because you know, at the end of the day, you know, to be a woman you have to work twice as hard. To be a woman you have to be very strong in order to make it in a world where it's male dominated. And you're a very, very wonderful woman, honestly, and I am so happy we have been friends for very many years. Yo, I've known you
St. Michael Kiwanda.
Yeah. We've known each other since we were teenagers, but we kind of like when you flew out, you sort of like you lost contact. I guess maybe because you know everybody was just doing their own thing. You know, I was pretty busy with music and stuff like that. But anyway, I'm so happy, Frankie. Welcome home. Karibu sana Kenya. Jambo Kenya. I think sasa nianze kuchoma. Yeah? Nianze kuongea kama naonyesha mzungu. Maybe ataniachia kidogo. Wezi jua. Yeah. Wezi jua maybe anaweza niachia pesa.
Mapound. Queen.
Not shillings bwana. Yo, so Frankie, I could ask you again to maybe give them your social media handles again, please.
On Facebook ni Francesca Maria De Masi. On Twitter is Frankie D254. Alafu nipate kwa LinkedIn na Francesca Maria De Masi.
Francesca Maria De Masi. De Masi is DEMASI.
Yeah.
Okay, so sweetheart, thank you so much for joining us at Lioness Say. So we are honored, we are privileged, and we hope to get to have you back here again for more knowledge, for more powerful stuff, man. We just want to say all the best in whatever you're doing, man. You're doing great. Babe, you're doing great, man. You're doing great, man. Yeah, so guys, man, you've heard what she said, man. They follow her on her social media handles and check out Frankie's work. And I'm sure you could relate
or you could be able to work with her. It depends on whatever it is that you want to do with her. But honestly, guys, whatever she's doing, I think it's a very powerful thing in this African society. Guys, kama kawaida, this has been Lioness Say So. And if you want to get in touch with me, or you want to be a guest in this show, make sure you hit my social media handles. Everywhere it's Sironka Lioness. Hadi TikTok, yo.
Hadi TikTok.
Hadi TikTok. So, kama kawaida, guys, until next time, I've been your host, Sironka the Lioness. Yo, Frankie, tuambia watu bye, tujitoe.
Booyah shaka.
Yako ni booyah shaka. Yangu ni boom, 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 boom.